What's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd
And I'm Natasha
with
with
Midnight
Midnight
Comics,
Comics,
and welcome to the first episode of Midnight
Midnight
Snack.
Snack. Normally on the Midnight Snack, this wasn't initially meant to be the first episode, was the Dreamcon recap, but it
Right, but here we are.
is. Here we are. Normally we will have a snack. We ain't got a snack today because we're about to go out to eat.
Oh, actually, I got a snack if I grab one of them that Twix in there, but anyway.
That's a lame snack.
Huh?
It's a lame snack.
Right, it is a lame snack. And so yeah, we're gonna be doing a DreamCon recap this time, and what I wanted to delve into is one of the things that's kind of sucked is that we weren't able to both go.
Yeah.
Having three kids,
Yeah.
trying to get this thing going.
You just jumped right in there.
No babysitters and all that other good stuff. Tasha wasn't able to go.
Nope.
Like the only convention,
I'm
hopefully
still
ever.
salty.
Yeah, she's salty because
Maybe I can get a salty snack.
but yeah, so basically DreamCon was a whole movie. Went Thursday. We had King of Blurs, president of the fan club helping out, came in Tasha's stead.
Yep.
And we really kicked butt. Should I tell them like transparency how I ended up there and what the issue was, or should we leave that alone?
Hey, that's this podcast is all about. I guess we should have explained that first, huh?
Go ahead.
So basically, what the midnight snack is going to be is you to join us as we're gonna make a snack, have us a little snack or a little midnight snack, and we're just gonna essentially talk about what it's like to do this, answer your burning questions, talk about being married and running a comic book company together, talk about doing it with three kids, how we get the kids involved, what else we're doing during the day, all of that stuff. Like this is yeah. So and so of course today we're having a DreamCon recap. I didn't go. I am salty. I'm upset. Um, Everybody looked like they were having a lot of fun, and I'm hating low key right now on everything, especially the VIP treatment that was the mixer on Saturday, because that looked like it was lit. And I'm upset. I'm sitting over here watching the videos and stuff from the extra phone that is connected to his phone. Like, dang, I want to go. So,
Well,
but yeah, it was a process. DreamCon itself, getting you there, it was a process.
yeah. So to dive into that, obviously we paid for it, right? And could pay for the hotel and all that other stuff. But when I got there, man, I had some unexpected charges hit, which is life, right? Unexpected charges. Got hit with a $300 luggage charge. The hotel did something that it automatically took all the money out of the account immediately. Wasn't pending or nothing. Like it was just gone. So I went in that month.
Actually, the crazy thing is the account said it was pending.
This was gone.
This was our personal account, by the way,
It
people.
was our personal account because, again, personal life got in the way. And yeah, some of the funds had to be used, right? And so what ended up happening is I went in there with $53. $53 in the business account, minus $800 in the personal. I had no idea how I was getting back to the house. I ain't gonna hold y'all. No idea. Okay, you figure I still gotta pay for the baggage to get back. Right. Regardless if I sell the books, I still got to bring back my clothes and the stands and the tablecloth, right? That kind of stuff. And the banner that had to come back. And that was oversized. So I definitely still had to pay for that. And then, Uber from the airport to the hotel, vice versa, hotel to airport. So yeah, came in there with 600 books. The luggage, by the way, to give you guys some more context why the price was so high. One of the bags was 134 pounds.
It was full, and so we don't do we probably should start doing this because it would have been cheaper, honestly. We just gotta trust. We just gotta trust the whoever.
No, I asked some folks there, and they said it was it was about the same price.
Oh, word.
Yes, but with that being said,
maybe it was cheaper.
There's that three kids thing right there, yo.
No.
But with that being said, yes, that's why the price was so high on that. So, it was a bit of a stressful weekend. So I told my friend, King of Blurs, I said, hey, man, we have to sell out of all these books because otherwise I have no idea how I'm getting home. We have to sell it. So we went in there with a mission.
Other fees that we were going to have to pay. So
other fees and stuff we had to pay, right? Because, of course, the invoices for the books, right? And we had used the last Kickstarter to pay for some of this stuff because Tales from Midnight, not Soul, but Tales from Midnight. Tales from Midnight was the one that we was like, hey, we don't have any other books coming out for the Tales series. Use that,
Mhm.
allocate those funds or stuff else. So the flight was covered by Tales from Midnight issue 2 and
Mhm.
at the hotel.
No, it
The
was the
flight,
flight. It
the
was the
flight,
flight.
woo woo, the flight. There we go.
Pretty sure it was just the
It was
flight,
just the
and
flight
then we
was
used
taken
it,
care of by that.
allocated it to get some other books done as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So there we go. And so yeah, to again, not to ramble entirely too much that I have a habit of doing. So yeah, total kick of blurs. I was like, hey, bro. Essentially, we minus $4,800 in the hole. We got to make this work.
Hmm.
So I went in there with about 600 books. We came in there with Tales 1, Tales 2, Soul 2, all the unbeloved books, all the other good stuff. And Thursday we set up
Hey,
met a lot of
400?
huh?
600.
Yeah, 600.
I thought you said 400. I'm sorry, your daughter's sitting next to me.
Oh, you're good. And so yeah. Anyway, that's all the humdrum, right? Long story short, Thursday we set up. Amazing. Got to see a lot of familiar faces that vended last year. Knights of the Abyss, shout out, Blurred Official, Scrap, all these people. A lot of awesome people. Michael Watson with Freestyle Comics, a lot of folks out there. So we set up, and we found out that day. And I hadn't been keeping up too much because I was kind of stressing prior to. But we found out first off when we went to go get our badges how many people were really there. This year was 20,000 people at this event, which
So
is
wait, then how many people were there last year? Because it
not
was more people
20,
this year.
maybe 10,
So I wasn't
maybe.
there. Was it a different convention center?
Yeah, if you
Like
last
a
year
bigger
we went
one?
to Dallas. Last year we were in Dallas. This year we were in Austin.
Yeah, but I'm saying, was it bigger?
Yeah, it was way bigger. That's
Because I'm
why
like, they sold out of tickets last year too, but it wasn't as many people. They sold out of tickets this year, and it was more people. So I was
yeah,
wondering. I was
the
like,
center that this was at was massively bigger.
wow.
Massively bigger. And so when we saw that line at after we talked, it was just like, hey, we got to make this work. We and I looked around, it was just like, oh, we got this. Because again, rule of 10, if you guys are familiar with that, sales and stuff like that, rule of 10, that's 2,000 people. We could do that.
Mhm.
Easy. We don't even have that many books. You're talking about 2,000 people. We can do that. That's less light work. And we have
Not to
bundles.
mention, we pride ourselves on always making our money back
Mm-hmm.
and honestly selling out. We haven't hit a convention yet.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen where we haven't at least made our money
Yeah.
back. We haven't done an event period yet where we haven't made our money back. We
Correct.
haven't done a convention where we haven't sold out. Because we do
Exactly.
other events besides conventions, like local conventions, we don't tend to sell out as much. We're
Well,
not really.
those conventions are not necessarily conventions, but more
I
pop-up
said
shops.
I meant local events.
Uh,
Those aren't conventions. Local events. Even
mm-hmm.
the education thing I went to, that wasn't a convention. That was conference
Yeah.
for educators. There's only like a really small little area for the vendors and stuff, and people really weren't frequenting the area. So, but we made
Yeah.
our money.
But yeah, so once we saw that massive line, we were pretty confident, right? Because again, that's when we found out, like, yeah, we got 20, there's 20,000 people here. Oh yeah, we got this. So Friday was a pretty good day. Evolved the sales speech, and all that other good stuff, and really was able to reel some people in, man. It was great. We got people to come back after reading it, give us reviews and stuff. Of course, you guys will see that stuff pop up on social media and stuff like that. Again, 3 kids in the background. There we go. But not to keep
That's just one.
rambling or talking too that's just the one, right? Without talking too terribly long about this isn't going to be a long episode or anything like that. But
We have to go get pizza.
um, every day was
Like
a
we did the other
good day. Every day was.
Mhm.
Again, Friday was great. We actually got to meet Killer Bee himself, Katero. I actually
And
was
Hawk.
meandering, as King of Blurred said. I was meandering for a hot second, and I saw him standing there. And I was like, you know what? Let me just ask him how the convention's been, right? I just went over there, did my thing, right? Just, hey, what's going on, man? How you enjoy the convention so
We
far?
talk to people all the time.
I'll just be talking to people. And so we started chopping it up. But anyway, I was like, hey, if you free, you got a second, obviously me and my wife write comic books, got a booth V211. I want to take you away from what you're doing, but if you got a second, come on through. And he was like, you know what? Man, grabbed his phone, grabbed his wallet and stuff. I said, let's go ahead and head on over there right now. So Killer B got our books. Killer Bee out here with our books, right? King of Blurs had no idea it was him. And so we're just all chopping it up. We get back to the table, chopping it up. He's just like, "Oh yeah, president of the fan club here. Love the books. You're gonna love da 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 blah 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 blah."
His
And
favorite
I'm
thing to
signing
say.
him and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Bro, I don't think you know who this is, man. This Killer Bee." He's like, "No, it's not." And so he went full Killer Bee all this for a hot second. You fool! Like he just went in. He was like, "Let's go."
I don't know what y'all was doing. I don't know why y'all didn't record that because
I was trying to get his attention to do it. I was busy signing and not trying to fanboy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Katero did that. That was amazing. Hawks came to the table. Zeno Robinson came to the table. We was hanging out for a hot second. That was pretty awesome. So again, Friday was pretty cool. Again, familiar faces. Got to see some voice actors and stuff. Awesome sauce. Saturday is when the real movie took place. Saturday is when the real movie took place. So obviously another good sales day. I had signed up for the mixer. Oh no, let me rewind back. I hadn't also we hung out with Michael Watson and Freestyle Comics on Friday. After the convention ended, we all went to Torchy's Tacos, which was amazing. We messed up some tacos there. So that was awesome. So shouts out to them. They did they were great to hang out with. Obviously we've talked online on Facebook and social media and stuff like that, but to actually hang out with them was pretty awesome. They supported, they came through and bought a bunch of stuff as well. And I actually got, again, you'll see pictures and all that other good stuff, but I got like the whole lineup, that gala cover that he did for his multiple issues.
Look, we'll see what we got because if you already subscribe to all our stuff, we got our what we're reading. So we got lots of new material for that.
Lots of new
stuff that's a long time coming. We just hadn't been able to get yet, and some of it is new stuff that we didn't know nothing about.
Yeah. Now, Saturday, the reason why my voice sound keeps going in and out. Okay, I completely lost my voice Saturday. So obviously, great convention day, sold out a bunch of stuff. Signed up to go to the mixer. Never received an email initially. It was like, daggum it. All right, whatever.
An email edition. They hadn't sent the emails out.
I mean, yeah. But everybody was worried. Like they sent it pretty late.
I signed you up. I think the email for the mixer went out the day before you
at
left.
like 6:30.
No, I'm saying to sign up for the mixer. That email went like the day before you left. Actually, no, the email went out to sign up for the mixer after you left.
Yeah,
and I took the email and saw it.
Yeah, so, I specifically signed up for it.
I did that.
Huh.
We double the email?
Yeah, no, not through the email, on the app. I signed up on the app.
Oh, maybe we both did it.
Yeah, I signed up on the app. So,
but I saw the email on Saturday.
Then she messaged me on Saturday and let me know, hey, you got in. I'm like, oh.
I told you on accident.
And I was like, okay, well, shoot.
I accidentally called you. Yeah. I was looking for the phone.
And then everybody in there started asking, are you going? Are you going? Are you going? It was like, okay, yeah, let's go. What time does it start? 8. And it was like, wait, we don't get out of here till 8. So lucky, of course, got King of Blurs there. So it was just like, hey, he said he'll run the table while I head on out. So I rolled out with Michael Watson, Jamel from NPC. And then we headed there, man. They gave us the VIP treatment. It was at Skybox, but like they had the red rope out there.
Nothing
got
like
in there. They had
Atlanta. I say that.
No, it ain't nothing like that. So we get there.
It's not the one by us. There's another one in Atlanta.
Hey, maybe check that one out.
It might be similar. We'll have to figure it.
But they had the attendants at the elevator. We get up there, opens up. It's just this massive, rooftop setting. Again, it was a networking / mixer event. It was amazing. And of course, when you get there, everybody's kind of nervous and kind of just like, oh, I don't really know these people. But of course, obviously you need to get up and talk. So I went straight like year up mode. If y'all, I went to Year Career Development Program and stuff like that. We
straight Lloyd mode. Lloyd always talking to people.
Yeah, I am always talking to people, but I turned into corporate Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun though. It was fun. Then when everybody loosened up, it was even better. And so that's when like the movie started, right? Like, of course, obviously all the vendors and stuff and exhibitors were there. We got to meet a lot of people and have some really good conversations, like one-on-one. And just you're talking to Vader, we're talking to Mark, you're talking to everybody was there. Cutie Pie Sensei was there. Like all these people. I got to meet Mo Lowry, who I've been watching.
Somebody was kind enough to have Cutie Pie Sensei do a video.
And yes, I asked Cutie Pie Sensei to do a video saying hi to Tosh and stuff. And she was like, "Why aren't you here?" It was great. It was great. So
I mean to message her and thank her for that.
Met a lot of people. I met the guy from HAG, Hip Hop Anime Gaming joint. Met him. The guy that's behind the indie game Fighter Force, that whole thing, met him there. Met a lot of people, man. A lot of people that we've been following for a while and just kind of getting their insight on everything that they got working on, man. And if that wasn't enough, I've been a Lotto fan forever and a day. And after the mixer was over, Lotto was downstairs doing a
Let me
little.
say this man put me on to Lotto.
Come on, man. And so we was just like,
It
stop.
was wild because she grew up in the same area as us.
Yeah.
Like there was it was a talent show or competition or whatever here locally. My brother was a part of this competition, and Lotto was too, and she was the winner, and she went on and she got a record deal off of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, Lotto grew up down here on the south side of Atlanta, where we went to school. I mean, she was in the same school system as us. We didn't go to the same.
That's
school.
so crazy, ain't it?
It's crazy. It's like Emmanuel Hudson. It's like he used to live
right. Emmanuel Hudson lived in the same neighborhood
from us. I was in class with his older brother. Like, it's wild.
But yeah, it was amazing. That whole thing was a movie. It was a whole thing, y'all. So yeah, the event was amazing. Saturday was awesome. Paid for it Sunday morning, massively. Obviously, my voice is
Still
in and
paying
out.
for it.
But I can't stay out there with the young boys no more. I can't do that. You talking about I didn't get back to the hotel till 2:30, and a couple of them was just like, "Oh man, we went here after." I was like, "Oh no, I'm in the bed now." And so I had to be back.
We 50
o'clock the next morning. Back at it, and again, sold out of all the rest of the books. We had people from last year that came to DreamCon last year that was just like, "Yo, we bought your books last year, man. What new y'all got for us?" Came through, bought the next issues of that. Reconnected with some artists that I met before. Crazed Kai. You find Ain't Free on Instagram. He's working on the story, so definitely stopped through and hung out with him. HB Studios. Quite a few people. Obviously, I can't name everybody. Vandal was in there. I can't name everybody, and I didn't want to miss anybody. But yeah, met a lot of awesome people. Reconnected with a lot of awesome people. Got several good reviews for our stories. And again, fans from last year came through. And then one of the things that really got me, that was awesome. I think this happened on Saturday, actually. And then we'll get ready to close. I don't want to ramble too long. But me and King of Blurs, somebody walked up to me and King of Blurs and was like, "Whoa, I think I follow both of y'all." And then they was like, "Oh my God, I do." And then like it was just like, "Oh, we love your content." Da, 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 da.
It's so funny to me though, because people wouldn't know it because they just follow the content he streams. We do this, and it's like we've known him now for 4 years.
Ever. We've known each other through each of us doing rebrands. Right? We used to be the Gamers Haven. We used to stream gaming and stuff like that. And then he used to be Blurred Box on Twitch. He's now King of Blurs. Obviously, we're focused on Midnight Comics and stuff. It's like people have been following.
It's crazy. Like, we knew him before we were doing Midnight Comics. We've met him. We met the family. We've hung out. Like we're all friends.
It's a big community, but small world at the same time. But yeah, obviously, getting back to the nitty gritty, I got there with 600 books. We sold out 600 books. Came home with nothing except for the stuff that I bought, the clothes, and the banner. Really, I'm about to throw that luggage away too.
Thankfully, just came home.
And thankfully, back home. In update, personal accounts are back in order. Business accounts is all taken care of. Everything is good now, and we're prepping for it.
Not in amazing order, but they're not in the negatives, and that's what matters.
Yep, right. Not in the negative. There we go. But yeah, it's tough. Like we had a great time, but it can be really tough. We'll dive into that into another live.
We'll have another episode. We talk more about like money and hardships of trying to do this, especially while raising a family and stuff like that. But like, I people think it's all sunshine and rainbows when you do this and make money off of it. Make money off of it. I was talking to somebody else. It was about the thing that we were talking about earlier. And I was like, "Oh yeah, well we do this like this, we don't really make money off it, so we don't have budget for certain things." I was like, "We don't have budget for certain things either. We not making stacks off this right now, but we enjoy it, so we're putting in the work to one day get there, hopefully."
Yep.
We never make stacks, even if we could just come out even, we'll be happy because we enjoy it.
Yep.
But we would like to make stacks.
But yeah.
We want to make stacks.
Oh, we want it. So that's coming soon. Trying to set some things in place. I want to, one of the things that we was talking about with King of Blurs this morning, just, checking and making sure everybody got home safe and stuff like that. One of the things that he brought up in regards to what he's doing that I want to implement, and I think we talked about it before when Dr. Sheena Howard brought it up during one of her lives, full circle moment, is building out a team, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest things for me is an accountant. Knowing where money is going, because I personally, and again, the thick of this will go into another live, but I'm like, I've always grown up with a get it while you got it mentality. And that puts
meanwhile, I grew up on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is save, save, save.
Yeah. And
crazy,
so
I saw a meme, I think this morning, and it was signs that like to make money, signs that like to spend money, and signs that like to save money. And we were swapped. It had the Virgo on the saving money and the Taurus on the spending money. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I like to try to save them. I don't spend money. I do not spend money.
Yeah.
I do not spend money.
I do. Like crazy. Like, oh, we have it right now. Go before something happens. And then it's like, well, you should have held on to it because something happened. So
spend money is most likely something I wanted to get for the kids. Like, mommy. Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, not to harbor on that, but yeah, building out a team, I think is what's going to be important moving forward. Maybe even, finding a person that can help us find conventions that are a good fit for us. We was looking at one convention, not going to name it. Looking at one convention, and as dare we say, Atlanta's first and largest Black family-owned indie comic book and manga publisher. There are certain places
that just aren't for us.
And that's obviously Dreamcon is perfect for us. Obviously, somewhere like BlurredCon would be perfect for us. Normal conventions, Atlanta Comic Con, so on and so forth, would work out fine.
Comic-Con or Nerd, AWA, stuff like that.
AWA, some of these big ones, but there's some that just don't work with that. And so I don't waste our funds on going to certain things that don't quite
And
work.
to be fair, it's not just about it's not always just about the location of the people there. Sometimes it's about, what that convention is for.
Exactly.
Or what the like, I don't know, there's not conventions, but there's events we've been to that were for specific things. Like, we don't do pop-up shops.
Yeah, no.
We did a pop-up shop. We sold a couple things.
Yeah.
But it's not really a lot of the people there aren't going to be the audience that we're looking for. And that's okay. It's nothing against those types of events. They're just not for us. And
they don't work for us.
And again, it's another thing we'll probably talk about in a different episode. It's important to know where your target audience is going to be at before you spend money and lose money.
Exactly. Being strategic, and again, goes back to building a team up so that you can have these conversations to find out what is a good fit, what's not a good fit, accounting to make sure that, money is working and going the places that it's supposed to be, to make sure that you don't do like I did and go out here with $53 or rather technically negative $4,800.
$53 in a prayer.
Right. A couple dollars in a prayer. Right.
Definitely going to have these are really going to be some in-depth looks into the background,
behind the scenes,
into the behind the scenes of what it takes to do this that a lot of people don't talk about.
Yep. And funny enough, before we close, somebody said that they was like, man, you look so excited, like you're about to cry excited. I'm like, you have no idea how hard, like how much I was stressing about this, and I told them, I gave them full transparency. I told them exactly what I just told y'all. And it's just like, oh my God, nobody talks about this stuff. And it's just like, like it looks great. Like, oh, it's a whole movie out here. We hanging out with these people. We're hanging out with all these people. It look good on social media. It look good.
And it's crazy because no one because we know other people that we are actually close to. We've seen into the behind the scenes of what they're dealing with in trying to do their stuff with their business. From other people in the comics game, and I tell you right now, your favorite comic creators are going through some stuff. Life is life.
Favorite content creators.
Period. I mean, I was specifically talk about in the comic space. That's why.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
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 we
yeah.
know other content creators who aren't comic book creators, and your favorite creators, your favorite content creators, comic book creators, business owners that don't have multi-million-dollar businesses. Life is life, and they're going through some stuff. Give them grace.
So with all
We
that,
are all human too.
yeah. So with that being said, hey, first off, tell the people, Tasha, what all you got going on, and tell them about your personal stuff real quick.
Yeah,
Obviously,
no,
we're Midnight Comics, but you're working on a lot of stuff. You're trying to move forward with some stuff.
this one was the DreamCon recap. Follow me
Obviously,
on my social media at Tashi J official underscore Tashi J or Tashi J. Just you could find all my stuff there. There you go.
boom. Obviously, Midnight Comics. Visit midnightcomics.org. We have a Kickstarter.
Midnightcomics.org, Midnight Comics, all the stuff is at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on podcasting platforms, Twitter and Instagram and Threads, Midnight X Comics. YouTube is Midnight Comics, and Facebook is Midnight Comics.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget to join our Patreon, which is also patreon.com/Midnight Comics, because you'll get an early look at these episodes. You'll get early looks at the other stuff we're doing, and of course, we have the What If Wednesdays, the character creation, and all that stuff.
So don't forget, Kickstarter starts August 4th for our double feature, The Gray and Admani. So be sure to follow that if you haven't already. We are trying to fund yet again in day one, and we're trying to hit a higher number. We hit 100 backers last time around. Let's get 150, 200 backers on this one. I think it'll be phenomenal. We will bring out more stories for you guys, and go ahead and get the ball rolling on Atlanta's number one, or first rather, and largest Black family owned indie comic book and manga publisher. I think is very doable, and I want to give you guys some awesome stuff. So anyway, remember, until next time, everybody, midnight is coming. Thank you for tuning in to Midnight Stack.